Hi, this is John from GPS Training. What we're going to do in this short video is look at the best GPS as we approach Christmas 2019. It's that time of year where people are buying GPS units as presents, so we're going to look at the best top-end GPS unit currently on the market. There's two contenders in my eyes. Whether you want button or touchscreen, the decision is yours. So we've either got the Oregon 700 or the GPS Map 66S. Oregon 700 is our touchscreen GPS unit. GPS Map 66S is our button GPS unit. It's as straightforward as that, buttoned or touchscreen. If you're a four-season walker, you go out in winter, you wear gloves, you can't beat the GPS Map 66S. If you are just more of a summer walker, more of a leisure walker, and also if you do some cycling, because I think this is very much a multi-activity GPS unit, I think the Oregon 700 is the one for you. So let's have a quick look at each of these GPS units. Oregon 700 is very much a multi-activity GPS unit. You can see hike, tour cycling, mountain biking. So if you do a lot of multi-activities, you can set this GPS up so each of the profiles is acting in the way you want to. You'll also agree as well, it looks quite smart on a bike. Bike mount will sit on the back, sit in your handlebars. It looks really quite nice. Nice and easy to navigate around. Just swipe across the different screens and we can go through the different screens that we go through on the GPS unit. It's actually just been switched on for the first time. This is actually in night mode. When it gets a satellite signal, it will actually fire into life and the screen will turn white. So nice multi-activity GPS unit, and there's the multi and the different activities and profiles. Really nice and easy to input data because it's a touchscreen GPS unit. We're also used to using touchscreens because we're using mobile phones and other such things like this. 66S, Garmin GPS Map 66S came onto the market this time last year. It was launched just before Christmas last year, and it's taken some of the sales away from the Oregon. Key thing is, it's now got the same size screen than what the Oregon did. And the previous model used to have a slightly smaller screen, so we've got the same size screen as the Oregon. That's why I say buttons or touchscreen, that's your decision. As you can see, you navigate with the buttons. So if you wear gloves or you do a lot of winter walking, it's a really nice GPS unit. Other key thing is this uses the Galileo satellite, which is the European satellite, where the Oregon doesn't, as a slightly old unit. So we get improved accuracy with this. Also, the 66S works next to the Garmin Explore app, which is the new app that Garmin have that works on iPads and tablets and mobiles and this kind of thing. Again, the Oregon doesn't do that, being a slightly older GPS unit. So it is a newer GPS unit. Those are just the two key things. Everything else is very, very similar. The interface on this unit is very similar once you get into it than what the Oregon is, the same way we do trackbacks and this kind of thing. So straightforward as a button GPS unit or touchscreen GPS unit. Again, that's very much if you do some cycling and walking and you do less winter walking, that maybe is the better option. Alternatively, if you do winter walking or four-season walking, the buttons of the GPS Map 66S is beneficial. Next thing we need to think of is mapping with each of those GPS units. There's three mapping options available. There's what's called a BirdEye Plus voucher, which looks very similar to this. BirdEye Plus voucher enables you to download 25,000 square kilometres of 1 to 25,000 mapping. So 25,000 square kilometres the size of Wales, or larger than the size of Wales. Don't worry if you still have that voucher, go, what am I going to do with it? Again, at GPS Training, everything you get from us, we give you instructions about how you can activate that voucher and how you download that mapping, step-by-step guide by how you download that mapping onto your new GPS unit. So get those instructions in with it, both Windows instructions and also Mac instructions. So option number one for your maps is the BirdEye Plus voucher, and we give you instructions about how to download that mapping. You have 1 year from when you activate that voucher for you to download in that full amount. You've got the mapping for life, but you activate that credit against your account, then you have 1 year to download that 25,000 square kilometres of 1 to 25,000 mapping. Next mapping option, which is usually one of the most popular options, is a full GB map card. Full GB map card sits in the back of your GPS unit. This is 1 to 50,000. It's what's called Topo Great Britain Pro, which means it has routable data within national parks. That means you can sit at the bottom of a mountain, click on the top of you within a national park, and your GPS will route you via the footpath to get up. Think of a car sat nav, but off-road. So that was what the Topo Pro means there. Topo Pro 1 to 50,000, which has this routable data within national parks. We actually will set up your unit to utilise that if you buy that map card and the GPS unit runners. Now I must say at this point, you need to buy the mapping at the time of purchase because you're buying that mapping at a discounted price. A lot of people make the mistake by buying a GPS unit, realise it's not got mapping, buy the map card separately. That map card's worth £149 as a standalone product. But when you're buying it in with the unit, you're buying at a discounted rate. The other option is a 1 to 25,000 map card. 1 to 25,000 map card, this is what this unit's got on, 1 to 25,000. So your Ordnance Survey 1 to 25,000. Again, that's a Topo Pro map card, which has the turn-by-turn data within national parks. Now, it's usually a couple of £100 more than the 1 to 50,000 when you're buying the unit price to get that 1 to 25,000, and it's personal preferences. If that's not a problem, you go for the 1 to 25,000. Of course, you'll want 25,000, but it's that option of, do you want to spend that extra money for that option? So 1 to 25,000 Topo Pro. To summarise, with your mapping, you've got the BirdEye Plus voucher, which is 25,000 square kilometres of 125,000 mapping. Please be aware that doesn't have the routable data within national parks. We have the 1 to 50,000 map card, which will go in each of those units, and that has the routable data within national parks. And then we have the 1 to 25,000 map card, which gives you that little bit of extra details, give you the field boundaries, give you the open access areas, and again that has a routable data within national parks. So choice is yours with the units. Oregon 700, you want a touchscreen unit. GPS Map 66S if you want a button GPS unit. Don't forget, everything you get from GPS Training, you get a quick start guide for your specific unit, taking you through how to get going with that unit, everything you need to know to get to grips with that unit. Or don't forget, you also get access to all our online resources, online training that you get access to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And for this unit, there's over 50 videos taking you through everything you need to know with these GPS units, because you can pair them with your phone and all sorts of other things. And then with the Garmin route planning software, Garmin Basecamp, we give you a step-by-step guide of everything you need to know to get you going with Garmin Basecamp, to plan routes and to get yourself up in the hills and enjoying yourself. So as we approach Christmas, please do give us a call here at GPS Training and we can talk through the various GPS and mapping options that are available. But for this Christmas, the best 2 GPS units currently on the market are the Oregon 700 and the GPS Map 66S.